Ben Simmons is talking again, but will he play though? Greetings and salutations, sports fans, and welcome back to The Fumble. I'm your host, Jackie Ray. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and then you can follow me on all things social media at Jackie Ray TV. Now, I have to be honest on this one. I've been very critical of Ben Simmons, and in truth, I think it's warranted. Anytime a situation escalates from personal issues with a coach and teammates to maybe or maybe not having an injury to mental health issues, I'm sorry, but it looks suspect. My criticism is nothing, though, compared to Shaquille O'Neal, who said the only reason Simmons didn't play in Philly is because the coach called him out. Shaq called Simmons soft and a crybaby. But during an episode of JJ Redick's The Old Man and the Three podcast, Simmons said he messaged Shaquille O'Neal to check him about speaking on things he knew nothing about.
Yeah, I DM'd him. I was like, why are you saying this if you don't even know the story? Because he always wants to say, like, yo, we're LSU brothers, you're my brother, all this, that. If you're my LSU brother, you would have reached out by now. It's been months since I've been dealing with this. You ain't reach out once and say, hey, you okay? Like, what's going on? The one person who did reach out was Jay Williams. And he had a real talk with me. I was like, I really appreciate that because, you know, you're trying to understand what's going on with me. Because he did say something, and then he took it back, which I appreciated.
Now, Shaq already told us on his podcast that Ben Simmons DM'd him back in May. And while Ben Simmons did call Shaq and Charles Barkley ignorant about things they have said about him, my guess is if Shaq speaks out about it now, he's gonna double down on what he said back in May.
Ben Simmons messing the money up. Because first of all, they already think we're spoiled. They already think we don't deserve it. You're making $40 million, and the only reason why you're not playing is because your coach called you out.
Shaq was also unfazed by Ben Simmons sending him a DM.
All I said is, you leaving your man out there, you need to play. That's all I said.
Okay.
And he said some things, but I'm not going to elaborate what he said because that's not cool.
Now, to be clear, I am not dismissive of anyone who is going through mental health issues. Earlier this week, John Wall opened up about having thoughts of taking his own life after it was just one thing after another in 2019. After Wall ruptured his Achilles when he was still with the Washington Wizards, he said, quote, I had such a bad infection from the surgeries that I nearly had to have my foot amputated. He said the injury took him from his only sanctuary, which was basketball. Add that to the fact that a year later, he lost his mother, Frances Ann Pooley, who he said is his best friend in the world, and he spiraled to a dark place. Thankfully, he did ask for help and he's still getting it, saying, quote, I still talk to my therapist to this day and I'm still unpacking a lot of crazy shit that I've been through. I'm never going to stop doing it because I really don't know when the darkness could come back. Right now, though, I'm feeling better than I've felt in years. I feel like I'm breathing fresh air again. I feel a sense of peace. Now, to be honest, that whole story broke my heart. Wall was dealing with some real tragedies and heartaches. So yeah, it hits a little different than anything and everything that Ben Simmons has ever said. I have mad respect for John Wall and him doing the work both on and off the court. Now, hopefully, Ben Simmons has done the work as well to give him some mental and emotional toughness, and we can finally see if this risk by the Brooklyn Nets and the union between Ben, Kyrie, and KD will pan out. But in the meantime, I need you to do me a favor. Let me know if you think Shaq is right about Ben Simmons or if he owes that man an apology. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Once again, I'm Jackie Ray, and thanks for watching The Fumble.